Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today. As always, if you're watching in recording, you're welcome to fast forward or stay with us through our hellos. And as usual, I'm gonna check the sound now. You're welcome to fast. The sound seems good. Good morning, Joey. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Cherry. Good morning, Sally. All right, it is time for us to start. And today we continue to discuss the path of choosing to feed the right wolf, so to speak. Um, the primary focus of this path of choosing wisely, of this training to de escalate aggression, is learning to stay present and pausing very briefly, frequently throughout the day is an almost effortless way to do this. It provides us with an opportunity to be right here, right now, if only for a few seconds at a time. Meditation, of course, is another way to train in learning to stay, or rather, learning to come back to being present again and again. But for sure, we need tremendous encouragement and some practical advice for how to stay right here and how to open ourselves to life, because it's definitely not our habitual response. Some Buddhist teachers use this analogy to describe the challenge of staying present to life discomforts. They say that we humans are like young children who have a bad case of poison ivy. Because we want to relieve the discomfort, we automatically scratch. And it seems a perfectly sane thing to do. In the face of anything we don't like, we automatically try to escape. In other words, scratching is our habitual way of trying to get away, trying to escape our fundamental discomfort, this fundamental metaphorical itch of restlessness and insecurity, of that very uneasy feeling, the feeling that something bad is about to happen. And if we continue this analogy of young children having a bad case of poison ivy, we kind of don't know yet that when we scratch, the poison ivy spreads. And pretty soon we're scratching all over our body, and rather than finding relief, we find that our discomfort is escalating. And then the child can be taken to the doctor to be given a prescription. And this is equivalent to meeting a spiritual guide or receiving teachings in some other way, basically beginning the practice of meditation. And meditation can be described as learning how to stay with the itch and the urge to scratch without the actual scratching. With meditation, we train in settling down with whatever it is we're feeling, including this addictive urge to scratch, the addictive urge to avoid discomfort at any cost. We train in just staying present, open, and awake, no matter what's going on. Left to our own devices, however, we will scratch forever, seeking the relief that we never find. But the doctor gives us wise advice. You have a bad case of poison ivy. It's definitely curable, but you'll have to follow some very straightforward instructions. If you keep scratching, the itch will get much worse. That's for sure. So apply this medicine and it will help you to stop. In this way, your misery will start to lessen and eventually cease. And if the child has enough love for themselves and really wants to heal, that unhappy child will follow the doctor's instructions. They will see the obvious logic of the doctor's words and go through the short-term discomfort of feeling an itch without scratching it. And then gradually, the child will reap the benefit. It isn't the doctor or anyone else who gets rewarded, it's you, as you find that the rash starts to get better and the urge to scratch gradually goes away. And as many of us know, particularly those of us who have had strong addictions, it can take a very long time to learn to be with that itch without scratching. And nevertheless, it's the only way. Because if we keep scratching, not only does the itch get worse, but we find ourselves more and more in hell. Our life becomes more out of control, more uncomfortable. So today, let's do a mindful pause practice, keeping that in mind, allowing ourselves to notice that metaphorical itch and choose not to scratch it. So as always, take a comfortable position and take a few moments to settle in. Settle into your body, into your breath, into the present moment. Let your breath be soft and easy, completely natural, no need to force anything. Simply feel how you're breathing in and out. And now check in with yourself. What are you feeling right now? Can you contact whatever it is you're feeling non-verbally? Just getting a felt sense of what's happening. Are there any emotions? Can you be present to them non-verbally? Are there any physical sensations that draw your attention? Pain, tightness, relaxation? What about your thoughts? What's the quality of your thoughts right now? Is your mind very busy, drowsy, still? Are your thoughts raging or peaceful or dull, obsessive or calm? For the next few minutes, I'll be completely silent, giving you an opportunity to just be here with yourself. And as you stay with whatever it is you experience, notice what tries to draw your attention from the present moment, and see if you can choose not to go there. And sometimes it'll be quite easy, sometimes very challenging. As you do this, remember that it's perfectly normal for all of us to get lost in thought. This is our protective mechanism against staying in the present moment. This is our habitual pattern. What we're trying to train in is breaking the cycle. And of course, it's not going to happen in one sitting. So whenever you notice that you've been drawn away from here and now, simply choose to come back over and over again. Choose to stay with this metaphorical itch without trying to scratch it, without trying to run away from anything. This is the practice. So now I'll be silent and you just be here. And now gently let go of this practice. And as usual, check in with yourself again. How are you feeling now? Physically, emotionally, mentally? How are you, really? And as you go through your day today, I invite you to continue taking these mindful pauses. Set whatever reminders for yourself to keep coming back to this moment, if only for a short moment. 2-3 breaths is enough. I promise that if you make it a habit, you'll reap the benefits of this practice very, very soon. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a gorgeous day, and I will see you tomorrow.